How would you like to know how to turn an attack into a compliment? I know that sounds kind of weird. How would you even begin to turn, an attack? Someone's angry at you, they're upset with you, how to turn that into a compliment? The mindset that I have for that is I call this kind of my frisbee technique. When I was a younger man, I used to love to throw the frisbee. And I could throw the frisbee all day long, and I had a way that I could catch a frisbee in a crazy kind of way and throw it back with almost like laser-like precision. And that's just something I like to do. And I would almost do it like the children's game hot potato. See how quickly I could catch it and throw it back. And I thought about how to apply that same skill in relationships. And so if someone says something to you that you would deem as ugly or mean spirited or an attack on some form of criticism, what I want you to do is I want you to catch that comment and then throw something back. But you're not going to throw something back that is ugly, because two wrongs don't make a right. We all know that. But you're going to throw something back that is positive, saying something that that is humble, that is playful, something that's complimentary. One of my favorite ones, if someone says something ugly to me, you could call me a name and I'm going to catch it, and I'm going to throw something back out and say, that hurt if it weren't true. I'm not going to get all defensive. I'm not going to absorb all of that, because usually when people are talking that way, it usually has something more to do with them. And it probably is one of those precursors we've talked about in an earlier episode, that, they're tired or hungry, or they got a headache or something of that nature. And it's not personal, so don't take it personal. An example I'm reminded of is recently I was talking with this woman who is going through a divorce. And her mother is very upset with her. Her parents are very upset with her because they are somebody in their town, and they're somewhat embarrassed that their daughter is going through a divorce. They don't seem to mind the fact that the daughter was being emotionally abused for years and years and years. And this woman's like in her 30s, her mother looked at her and said, "Look, I have a right to know when you're going to tell these 3 children when you're getting a divorce. I have a right to know." And she's attacking the daughter because she's like I said, she's upset that they're getting a divorce. And my client, she turned back to her mother and she goes, "They're my children. I'll handle this any way I want to." And it just became this big clash of upset feelings. And when she was telling me the story, I said, you could have turned that into a compliment. And she was like, "What? How could you turn that into a compliment?" I said, so when she says, "I'm their grandmother, I have a right to know," you catch that ugly comment and you throw something back that's a compliment. Because I said, you could have said, "Mama, I appreciate how much you love my children." That's how this technique works. Because what would that have done to the situation? It would have totally disarmed the mother and diffused it. Because she loves her mother very much and cares a lot about what her mother thinks of her. And that would have redirected this thing back to what is important, which for them really is family. So I want you to be thinking about that next time somebody says something to you that is ugly or unnecessary. How can I take that same comment and turn it into a compliment? That's what great partners do. Thank you.